Consistency problems are not motivation problems. You already have the intention to exercise, to make movement a part of your life. That intention shows you have all the motivation you need. When you believe the issue is a lack of motivation, you go looking for fixes in the wrong places. A better routine, a new, more compelling challenge, a fresh playlist to accompany your workout, better shoes, another inspiring video. Those things can give you a temporary boost, but that artificial fuel fades. And when it does, the same pattern comes back. You hesitate, you delay, you negotiate with yourself about starting. Hey there, it's me, Core, and you are listening to Exercise and Consistency, from fitness to flourishing. What actually works better is reducing the opportunities to delay or quit. When consistency breaks down, it is rarely because the desire is gone. It's because of the number of exit ramps you have made available to yourself between the intention and the action. These are small escape routes, tiny permissions to avoid discomfort, little micro negotiations that feel completely harmless in the moment. I'll do it later. I'm a little tired today. I already missed yesterday. I'll restart on Monday. Each one widens the gap between you and action. Most inconsistent behavior feels completely reasonable while it's happening. Nobody tells themselves, I am going to destroy my momentum today. But that is exactly the effect. One emotionally convenient exit ramp after another until movement slowly disappears from daily life. This is why highly consistent people often appear almost unemotional about exercise. They treat it like work. They bring the same non-negotiable attitude they have toward their job to their workout schedule. They have reduced the number of decisions that stand between them and action. If I want to get paid, I need to show up to work. If I want to be fit, I need to exercise. Same attitude. Think about how many opportunities there are for your workout to fail before it even begins. If you don't have a set routine, you have to figure out what you are doing that day. If you are lacking energy, that becomes an exit ramp. If the time is not already scheduled, you start wondering where it fits into your day. By the time you have worked through all of those questions, mental fatigue has already drained the momentum. Consistent people protect themselves by setting things up in advance. They know what the workout is. They know when it is happening. They know that energy levels are not part of the decision. Simple rules make this possible. Train at the same time, do something even on low energy days, have a minimum standard you can always meet. These are not motivation hacks. They are exit ramp removers. You are making it easier to follow through than it is to avoid. Behavior becomes more stable when it does not have to depend on how you feel. Modern life is designed to pull you away from your goals. Endless entertainment, instant comfort, low effort dopamine. The path of least resistance almost always leads away from the life you want. That is why simplifying the process matters more than intensifying it. A 10-minute workout you consistently do is more powerful than a perfect plan you repeatedly abandon. Once you start moving, energy improves, resistance drops, and momentum returns. Because you are doing what you said you would do, your identity reinforces itself. But most people never reach that point because they have too many exits along the way. They assume that if they do not feel like it at every step, something must be wrong. Nothing is wrong. You are simply encountering the friction that appears before any change in behavior. The people who become consistent are not the ones who never feel resistance. They are the ones who stop paying attention to resistance as a factor in their decision making. Stop trying to manufacture motivation. Set up your life so that follow through is simpler than avoidance. Remove the exit ramps. That is how consistency becomes sustainable. How many exit ramps have you built into your routine, and which one will you remove first? When you're ready to start day one of a consistent exercise practice, join the Act Score Challenge. That's it for today. Catch you next time.